So we were in the activities to avoid the one that we were talking about, kotzer, that was the reaping all the ground, okay? So now we are going to go to the next one, that is gathering and binding. Gathering and binding. Okay. We're going to try to explain. Is one of the 39 melachot, the things that we can do on Shabbat. That we say that are the fathers, and after that we're going to derive to talk about what is inside that father. What are the little kids? Okay, the tolada, the big one, is the gathering that in Hebrew calls me'amer, and we're going to talk what is exactly. So what is me'amer? What is gathering? Is like binding or gathering produce. So the one of the av melacha of me'amer is forbidden in Shabbat. In the Mishkan, you remember what is the Mishkan? The little temple that was in the desert, involved gathering produce in the field after it was caught. So you caught everything, then you gathering everything. Since the act which are forbidden on Shabbat are derived from the way to the melachot were done in the Mishkan, there are a number of restrictions of this melacha. So have a lot of debates of the restriction. We are going to see what is the different derivatives. Okay, what is the produce that we have must have grown from the ground. So if you have something that you have in the closet, in a closet or in a shelf, doesn't matter. That doesn't have any melacha because you have the product on the shelf. But this must have grown in the ground. One only transgress the biblical forbidden of the me'amer if he gathers produce which grows from the ground, including non-food items like twigs or herbs or sticks or other different plants wherever, no? The produce must be gathering where it grew. Me'amer only applies when the product is gathered in the location of growing. If you already took out from the ground or before and it's somewhere else, that's different. You already could have it. You understand? But when it's there, where was produced, that's different. Because the normal type of gathering and binding produce is when it's still in the field. There are, however, other forms of me'amer that comes into play over after the produce has been harvested, which are considered toladot. Toladot are like the little babies of the melacha. If you can do this, are the derivatives, the little babies that comes out from there. Generally speaking, me'amer is not an issue at all indoors, since it is normal for the house to be swept for things to be organized, right? So in the house you could do sweat, and you could do other things inside the house when you have to clean and to organize things. Such activities, therefore, have no semblance of melaha. Why? Because you have to clean the house, right? You have to clean your room. You have to clean the place. So for sure, if you clean in your room or you clean in your place, you are not trying to do anything in the ground, right? Because you will not plant or you will not pick up anything from the room because doesn't grow, supposed to not grow in fruits there and things left for the field, right? So what? Not one of the is not liable for catering produce which had been previously gathered. The logic for this is that one of the produce has been collected, it is considered removed from its place of growth. Thus, even is scattered again, one who collects, it is not considered to be collecting it from its place of growth. Like example, if you have vegetables or you have something else in the house, you brought it from the market or you took out in the middle of the week because you pick it up and you want to eat it in Shabbat, so you could have it because you took it before Shabbat and you prepare it before Shabbat. So that doesn't call that you gathering and you preparing the place. So Ma'amer in the Mishkan, the herbs and plants used to dry or for the Mishkan were gathered after God, for sure, right? Additionally, the wheat for the flour that was used for the sacrifices or the lechem apanim. You remember the shulchan? The shulchan is where they had the bread for the tribes, the 12 tribes. They needed to prepare that bread, so they needed to have the wheat, to prepare the wheat, to pick it up from the ground, to prepare the flour, to make the bread, right? So that are the things that are forbidden in Shabbat. So we can prepare the challah on Shabbat, we can prepare the wheat or to ground the wheat on Shabbat. The bread was gathered after being harvested for sure. So let's see what is exactly the toladot or the little kids from this one of melacha, okay? So one of these toladot of Ma'amer is the classic method of Ma'amer involves collecting produce while it's still in the field. There are other forms which are done indoors. Like, example, if you have a little pot in the house and you have tomatoes in the house, you can do it. It will be the same thing. Even they are not in the ground, but they are in a little pot. It's the same thing because they are still growing in the ground. It's considered that you will it's still in the field, right? It's considered that it's still growing in the ground, so you can't touch it. If you put peppers or you put little tomatoes, or you have a banana in the patio, it's the same thing. It's the same thing because they are still grown in the patio or in the ground or in the little pot. Okay, so we have to be careful about that. So it's still considered a ma'amer. more practical example, let's see, will be making a fruit salad or fruit out of a wall, uncut fruits. Like example, you have little things in the little pots, and you want to take little from everything. You can take it, or you want to make a salad, and you pick up what you want from there. So you can do it. Will be the same story because they are still growing in the floor. Okay. So, but let's see what the rabbinical thing say. The rabbi says. The rabbis, our sage extended the provision of Ma'amer to include the gathering of any item, even if they did not grow from the ground, like a biblical provision. The gathering is forbidden only at the place the item were produced. For example, like I said, the little pot inside the house. If he grew up in that little pot inside the house, sure will be forbidden. Or example, you saw sometimes they grow in the wall. Sometimes they put things on the wall and they grow little things. Is forbidden too. If grew up in there, will be forbidden, okay? Even in the backyard, even inside the house, even wherever, will be forbidden. Is the manner. If the purpose, if the produce is not widely scattered, it may be collected, provided it's not mixed with little stones and little pebbles and dirt, which could prevent an issue of air, that you will have to clean it. I don't see you anymore. Even I don't see you.
Yes.
I should continue. Do you hear me? Ah, okay, now I see. Now I see you. Okay. So like I said, to collect the little things will be forbidden. So the rabbi said, if Mamer is not done in the place where the fruit grow, then you could do it if already is out of the ground. Okay? So to make a salad or to make something else, for sure you will do it if it didn't grow up there and you already was pick it up. Okay? So let's see what are the normal activities or the common activities to avoid, that we have to avoid to don't fail the melacha. Will be gathering sticks in the garden to form a pie, like example, collecting fruits or vegetables or little plants that they that fell from the tree, and placing them in a basket. If already they fell down in Shabat, we don't know if they fell down in Shabat or not, or they didn't fall down in Shabat. We don't know. So we can't touch them in Shabbat. After Shabbat, you could touch them. Making a fruit kebab like a salad from uncut fruits, that will be forbidden too. Okay. So there are the common activities that we have to avoid to fail in this melacha. Okay. Now we are going to go to the next one. The next one will be threshing. What is threshing? Let's see what is threshing. Dash. In Hebrew is dash. Threshing is dash or dash. dash, dash, wherever, I don't know if you Sephardi, Ashkenazi, how you pronounce, is it technic dash or dash, okay? So let's see what exactly is. Trashing is one of the 39 melachot. Dosh or dash is forbidden in Shabbat. In the Mishkan, dash was performed by threading or using the flail to beat produce in order to remove the seed. As such, the melacha of dash refers to threshing using utensils designed for this purpose, or threading on the purpose. Could be with the hands, could be with the leg, could be wherever. Essentially, that is the removal of foods or liquids from where they are engaged all through the world. The world seem to include most of fruits of vegetables that they were peeled. Like example, like banana, oranges. That is not the case. Example, the threshing of the in the Mishkan was done while the produce was still in the field. So most of our fruits, they are not in the field. Most of our fruits are already brought to our houses. We picked them before and we brought them already. So maybe the banana will not be grown in my inside the house or in the temple, in the synagogue, right? So they brought them already. So when we peel them, just before we are going to eat them, for sure you can do it, right? But to peel and to do things and to prepare from before and to smash them and to do things like to make a compote or to make like a jello or jelly, that is the problem. When you prepare things beforehand in Shabbat and you don't going to eat them right away. When you're going to eat them right away and it's the way that you're going to eat it, that's different. But you can take the little seeds, it's like borer. You checking and you taking the little seeds, the bad thing from the good. You could take out the good things from the bad, but not the good things from the bad things from the good. Like you take the seeds out or the shells out. You have to take the good things from what you want. Like example, for sure, if you peeling the banana, you can't eat the banana before peeling it, right? That is impossible, right? How you will do it? For sure, in that case, for sure, you have to take out the peel. If it's a watermelon, for sure you have to take out the peel. You can't make a miracle to make it out from the peel, right? But we're talking about things that we don't want it from the fruit, and to prepare the seeds to little things or the things that are rotten. So you have to take out from the place.
It was just my hand. Now I have a question.
I don't hear you. It's too not loud. You could talk it loud, please.
I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
For Shabbat,
Hello.
Yes.
My phone disturbing. I don't know why.
You repeat me the question she made me, please.
Okay. if a person, are you hearing?
Yes, if a person
Is forbidden
from eating food that was cooked on Friday, like on Friday, then what should that person do?
on Friday, you are not forbidden to do anything on Friday before Shabbat. You could do everything before Shabbat. On Friday before Shabbat.
What
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, if I prepare food on Friday and the person eats that food on that Friday night, then on Shabbat, the person was forbidden from eating food that was cooked the previous day. What should that person do on Shabbat? Should the person starve, or are we allowed to prepare something for the sick person? It is a healthy issue.
You could eat from there. If you prepare it from Shabbat, before Shabbat, you could do everything.
Like on Shabbat, that person cannot eat food which was prepared the day before Shabbat. What should the person do on the day of Shabbat, Should the person just starve and then wait for Shabbat to end, like wait for Havdalah to be done, then we prepare? Or can we do something for the person? Can we cook something for that person on Shabbat? If the person cannot eat food that was prepared on Friday,
Sure, yes. He could prepare, he could finish what they have from Friday. Will not be any problem. You could eat it from there. Sure, yes. And it finish it and you have to prepare more. You could prepare more, just not using the fire and not bringing from the field. Not taking it out from the ground. And you could eat, for sure you could eat everything that you prepare on Friday from before. Sure, yes.
okay, thank you.
And it will be finished. You could do more salad or more vegetables without the fire, okay? But not picking up from the ground. You understand?
I understand.
another question.
Tell
I have
me.
a question.
Tell me.
Why do they light two candles on Shabbat?
Again?
Why do they light two candles on Shabbat?
What before in Shabbat? What? I'm sorry.
Late.
Why do they light two candles on Shabbat?
Why we light two candles? Because said
Yeah.
Shamor Pesachor. It is written in the Torah, Shamor Pesachor. It's a Shabbat lekadsho. We're going to keep and we're going to guard the Shabbat to remember. So our two words, Shamor, keep, Zachor, remember. Okay? And because of that, we have to hallow too. And because of that, we have to hallow too. And we have to hallow too because the papanim, there are two breads. They were fallen two bread in the before Shabbat. Hashem was sending us the man that we ate in the desert. Every Shabbat, Hashem was sending us two. Okay? So for now, the one that we already learned of the 39 melacha, is clear?
Yeah.
Now we're going to go to to the winnowing. Winnowing. What is winnowing? Winnowing is zore. 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 What is zore? Zore, winnowing is the one of the 39 melaka. Winnowing refers to the act of removing chaff from the grain, using a tool to throw produce into the air, like you make it like this, and you blow it. You blow it. You know how?
Yes.
Okay, that is forbidden. That is winnowing. That comes from the wind. We use the wind to separate the little shells that have the grains. That is winnowing. Okay, that is zore. Zore. So we produce a little air and we throw the things to separate with the wind that blows the little things that are lighter that they will blow away. Okay, so we separate the little things that blow away wind from the air from the heavier shells, or for the heavier fruits, or for the heavier seeds. Okay, you understand what I mean, right? That you throw it, you blow it. Okay, so the halachic authorities disagree about what is exactly includes in this melacha. Some say that zore refers to separation of foods, not foods, or foods. Or some of the rabbis say that it refers of what you don't want. So here the zore refers to the separation of food from not food. Even there are foods maybe that are brought that could be too, okay? But here is exactly we're talking about the little seeds from the little shells, okay? From food, from not food. The not food is the little things that blow out from there, and the other ones are the ones that you really need. So other rabbis maintain that wind is not required to make zoreh. Refers to the separation of food from non-food, specifically to stage when they are still together. Like example, there are little things that you have to take it out and you have to make it like this maybe to separate the is the little grain and has the shell on top of the little something that you have to separate, and then yes, like the peanuts maybe, like something else. So that is like separation that is specified, all right? So that is really zoreh. So the Talmud, the Yerushalayim, says that zoreh is also include scattering things into the wind, does not involve separate foods from non-foods. For example, spitting into the air, like taking out from the mouth. You could do it if you put it in your mouth and bothers you, take it out. Then you could do it. Then you could do it because it's bothering you in the mouth. You will not eat it, bothers. So you can't throw it out. You can't take it. How you say? You can't. So you have to take it out from the mouth for sure. Okay, so that will be done. You could do it. So, but to shake the tablecloth, to separate, to move the plate, to separate, that could be zoreh. Zoreh in the Mishkan is the produce of flour needed for the lechem apanim, for the sacrifice, or to the little seeds and little grain that we needed to do. So what is the toledot of zoreh? We know it by the throwing produce into the air with one hand instead of a tool, removing kernels from their craft by hand to moving the plate or moving something. That could be the thing, okay? So you can do it like this, like checking. Our time is finishing then. So, Mr. Shem, we will see you again next Wednesday. Let me please know if the time exactly, if you will be ready, okay? I hope that will be the same time. My daughter is having a baby soon, so I will let you know if I will be on time and everything okay, okay? I believe that yes. Okay? See you next week. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.